OpenAI just announced parental controls for ChatGPT, and most major media outlets are parroting the announcement, implying that kids can now safely use AI. So I tested these controls myself earlier today. They are fundamentally broken, and I don't think it's a mistake. Hi, my name is Ben. I'm the family IT guy. I'm a dad and a cybersecurity expert with 30 years of experience. I look at this stuff from two angles: what the technology actually does and what parents actually need. When OpenAI announced these controls on September 29th, I was curious to see how they would go about making such an inherently dangerous system safe for kids. So during my testing, I discovered four notable problems. Problem number one: your kid can just log out. So here's the scenario. You connect your kid's account to yours, you set up the parental controls, and your kid doesn't like the new controls. So they just log out and use the unfiltered version of ChatGPT. They don't even need to unlink their account, but they can do that too. They just log out, and then it's done. All your protections are gone. This is not a parental control system. It's liability protection for OpenAI. Problem number two: the defaults are backwards. When you link accounts, the system defaults to concerning settings. It keeps settings like voice mode, saved memories, and model training on your kid's data enabled by default. Parents have to manually lock things down. That is the opposite of safety engineering. It should default to the most restrictive settings and require parents to opt in to loosen them. This setup prioritizes OpenAI's desires for your child's data over their safety. Problem number three: you can't see anything. Zero visibility into conversations, no summaries, no topic categories. You're flying completely blind until the system detects something that it decides is serious enough to alert you. Effective controls for a system that talks and sounds like a human needs at least the option of some monitoring without full surveillance. This gives you nothing. Problem number four: kids can change your settings. Your child can modify some of the settings that you put in place, and you won't get notified. You set a control, your kid changes it, you have no idea. That undermines the entire concept of parental authority. Here's what this looks like to me. OpenAI needed to say that they have parental controls without actually solving the problems that make AI risky for kids. And I think it's designed to give parents a false sense of security. So what would actual parental controls look like? Three things. First one: tamper-proof. Kids cannot unlink, cannot log out, cannot modify settings. Two, safe by default. Strictest settings first. Parents explicitly opt in to loosen the controls. And three, some visibility. Not full surveillance, but just usage data, conversation themes, optional topic categories. None of this is complicated. These are the principles of basic safety engineering for children. Here's my advice. Do not let your kids use ChatGPT alone. The parental controls are not sufficient, and the system itself is inherently dangerous. If your kid is going to use ChatGPT, limit usage to shared family spaces where you can see the screen at all times. Have ongoing conversations about what they're using it for. Periodically check the conversations. And have clear family agreements about appropriate use. The controls cannot do the parenting for you, and in this case, they can barely even assist you. I wanted these controls to work, but they don't. Parents deserve to know that before handing kids access to powerful AI tools. I think the most important thing you can do to keep your kids safe with AI is to learn it for yourself. Discover its strengths and weaknesses. Test its limits. Understand it enough to be able to educate your kids on why you have restrictions in place on its usage. And keep your kids as far away from it as you can in the meanwhile.